How's it going, everyone? Famine52 back again, and in today's episode we're gonna go ahead and get Wakkas' ultimate weapon. Let's get going. Alright everyone, welcome back. So last episode we went ahead and started our Blitzball career, and in today's episode I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the transition matches for getting the various overdrives for Wakka, as well as how to get the Jupiter sigil, the Jupiter Crest, and the world champion itself. But first, let's go ahead and play a little bit more Blitzball. I am currently at the last game of my first season. Solidly in first place. Doing pretty good. I have 9 wins thus far. I believe the second place team has like 7. And I'm going up against the Kilika Beasts, so this game should be relatively easy. Right now my team is pretty good level. Nadia is level 16, Shu is level 11, Lena is 17, Velucia is 13, Shami is 14, and Mayu, my goalie, is level 11. And I currently have Nadia and Shu up front just to help level them up a little bit faster. And let's go ahead and take a look at the other team. Yeah, the other team is currently, let's see, Larbit, however you want to say his name, is level 7. Eskin is level 7. This guy is level 9, level 10, 7, 8, so on and so forth. So we are out-leveling the opposing teams pretty well at this point. So we really don't need to worry about anything. Let's go ahead and finish up these marks and then get into our game, shall we? Alright guys, so as you can see, started off the match with the ball, and honestly I'm going up against the Kilika Beasts, so I could probably actually just shoot from right here and score. Let's go ahead and take a look. I'm not even going to do a nap shot. Let's see, so we easily made it past that tackle right there. I forgot this guy has super goalie. He might actually be able to catch this. Yep. He caught it, but that is only because of super goalie. But that is alright. That was me just kind of testing waters right there. We should be able to take this ball relatively easily. Let's see if we can put her to sleep, though. Didn't put her to sleep, but that is perfectly fine. I'm going to go ahead and pass this to Shu. Shouldn't be an issue. Should go there, no issue whatsoever. There we go. And let's go ahead and break to Kulukan, however you want to say his name, and let's go ahead and take a shot. Or say her name, I'm sorry. Let's see how we do here. You missed, because you suck. Yep. Yeah, so right now, the only thing... Is it just me, or did that guy just pass it to himself? Anyway, right now the only thing keeping the Kilika Beast from getting scored on is the fact that my main attacker is actually further in back. And that super goalie is honestly kind of saving them. But once we get the ball... Hey, nice. Lena learned tackle slip. Very nice, very nice. But once we get the ball, we're going to be able to take care of that pretty easily. Hey, now Velucia knows tackle slip, and that's actually one of her key techniques, so very important. And I'm honestly not worried about these guys scoring. I could score at any point, and now Shami knows Wither Shot. And my catch is halved. Oh no, whatever shall I do? But anyway, let's see. Let's go ahead and break past all these guys. You know what? Let's just go ahead and pass it. Yeah, I'm really not worried about them scoring. I could, at any point I want... Hey, you actually got the ball. Good for you, buddy. I can score at any point I want, and once I score, this game is basically over. But let's go ahead and score right now. Like, while I'm thinking about it. Let's go ahead and give the ball to Lena. Thank you, darling. And break to you. And let's go ahead and shoot it from here. Let's go ahead and do a nap shot. Miss because you suck. And now, unless I get really unlucky, which, I mean, it's possible. Not exactly what I was thinking, but, scored from over half court there. Very nice. What I was actually trying to do was try to put the goalie to sleep so that I could have Nadia score. Which is a tactic I've been trying to use the last couple games, but it never seems to work for me, unfortunately. But that is perfectly fine. You know what? Thinking about it, this is actually probably the one team that Nadia can actually score on normally. I'm not going to try though. Not right now, at least. Let's go ahead and pass this to... let's go ahead and pass it to Lena. If it makes it through, which I doubt it will. Yeah, that's what I thought. Just kind of killing time. Doing our thing, you know? Wither shot. Why are you shooting from this far away? I don't care. Nadia learned a new technique. That's perfectly fine by me. And catch the ball. Alright. And that's halftime. Alright, and proceeding on with the second half. Hey, we start out with the ball again. Nice. I am not just going to assume that I'm going to be able to score this time, though. What I am going to do is I'm still going to start out shooting, but this time I'm going to start out with a nap shot. And see what happens. Alright, put him to sleep that time. Very nice, very nice. That's actually what I wanted to do. So now he is going to be asleep for quite a little bit. If we could ever catch up to this person. Let's go ahead and get that ball from her. Thank you very much. And we should be able to survive this. Let's go ahead and pass the ball. And you know what? Just before getting it across the sphere, let's go ahead and pass it to Shami first. And then from here, let's go ahead and pass it to Valencia. And then from here, let's go ahead and pass it to Nadia. Alright. I know I pronounced her name right. That's just the way my mouth forms it. And what I want to do is probably not going to work because right now my tactics with scoring with Nadia don't seem to work for me. But what I want to do is I want to kind of like create a little bit of space with her so that I could actually shoot without having to break anyone. And of course now the goalie's awake. That is unfortunate. But let's see if we can't score anyway. I did not. How unfortunate. But everybody's right here. We're already up 1-0. So I'm not really too worried. I would like to actually get this technique, but I also want to get the ball, so I'll just go ahead and take that. And you know, I'll just go ahead and shoot also while I'm here. Venom Tackle. I know Shu has been poisoned. You miss because you suck. Yeah, I know I'm kind of leveling up their goalie by continuously shooting a little bit, but I'm also leveling up my own team. So it's kind of a trade-off. I'm perfectly fine with it. Nadia, let's go ahead and see if you can't score this time. Hey, she got the ball. Oh, I want that ball back, please. Can I please get that ball back? Pretty please? Pretty please? Give it. Thank you. Okay, I have no idea how the second one got that close to me, but it is what it is. This one's probably not going to go in at all, but I still want to give it a shot. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I mean by, like, my tactic for scoring with Nadia. It just doesn't work. Like, her endurance is so low that, like, even, like, one person could very easily, like, take the ball away from her. So I want to make sure that, like, she's clear to shoot. But by the time she's clear to shoot, the goalie wakes back up. I'm sure there's a better way to do that, and honestly, I don't really need to be shooting with her to level her up. I got her to, I believe, level 11 just by having her be a defender and doing this. Thank you for the ball. But, yeah, I mean, I want her to score. It's fun scoring with people that are not meant to be scoring. Let's go ahead and pass this to Valencia. And that's going to be game. And season. Oh, come on. You could have at least caught the ball instead of letting it bounce off your face. Alright. Abus Blappa. So, Blappa is now on the Luca Goers. That's going to be interesting. Alright, so there we go, and you know what, my second place team only had 5 wins, not 7, so, yeah. And Lena up there is our #1 shooter, so that means we're going to be getting a rename card. You're able to rename your Aeons with those. Big whoop. And we get our underdog secret. Alright. And there's our rename card. And we have leveled up our team to level 4, so we get our all-out defense formation. Interesting. And let's go ahead and back on out. And save our game. And hop back into Blitzball. And let's see. Our first place prize is going to be status reels, which is going to be Wakkas' next overdrive, which is going to be very nice. But our top scorer prize is only an X potion. So I want to go ahead and reset this and see if I can't get a better top scorer prize. I'll be right back. Alright guys, you know what? I have actually reset this probably about 10 or 15 times. And it keeps on cycling between rename cards and ethers, X potions, and this return sphere. So for right now, I'm just going to go ahead and get the go for the return sphere. The prizes in this aren't all that good. You can get a lot of other things going through the leagues. Right now, I just seem to be in a weird spot on the RNG. What I was actually hoping for was like either high risk or gamble. as the top scorer prize, so I can give that to my goalie because those are key techniques for her. But that is perfectly fine that I wasn't able to get those. They'll probably pop up at some point in a tournament. But I'm going to go ahead and make my way through this league. Who is my first opponent? The Luka Goers again? Yeah, they're no issue. So I will go ahead and see you guys at the end of the league. Be back momentarily. Alright guys, so we are back and I'm just about to go into the last game of our second season where we're going to get Wakkas status reels. And as you can see on screen here, Shami and Valencia are both pretty well secured in their top scorer spot for the league. And Lina there, down in second/third, is quite a fair bit behind her. If I want to get all three of my main shooters up there, I need to get 11 goals with her in this next game, which might be difficult, but I'm going up against the Kilika Beasts, so it should be possible. But let's go ahead and see how we do with that, shall we? Let's go ahead and continue playing. Alright, now let's just go ahead and start. Yep, we are going up against the Kilika Beasts. And let's just do our regular team. Worth noting that in between little sections here, I had a tournament where I was able to get a region for a couple of my players. I went ahead and put it on Valencia here. Everything else is pretty much the same though. Let's go ahead and mark some people and I'll get into the game. Alright, so blitz off, and of course the Beast get the ball first, but that should not be an issue. The Kilika Beast, their goalie right now is actually quite trash. As well as with the Ronso Fang. No, it wasn't the Fang, it was the Guado Glories actually. They, for whatever reason, decided to fire their what's it called? Their goalie. And ooh, actually, this guy's leveled up a few since I last played him. This probably isn't gonna work. Let's just do a normal shot right now because I don't want to lose the health. But they, for whatever reason, fired their regular goalie and are now using a level 1 goalie that has 5 catch. So yeah, I was able to get 5 goals in the last game with Lena. But getting a couple goals here shouldn't be an issue, even though their goalie is now a little bit better than I was expecting. Let's see if we can't get over here. Let's go ahead and break, and let's go ahead and pass it right back to Lena, shall we? Thank you. Tackle slip. Alright, and before anyone gets too close, oh, that's unfortunate. Well, let's go ahead and shoot again, though. And this time I am going to be doing the nap shot, just because I want to score. And he goes to sleep. That is not what I wanted to do, but hey, it's better than nothing. Let's go ahead and get rid of Boda here, who, for whatever reason, has decided to join the Kilika Beasts after the horrendous display they did in the main campaign. But that is neither here nor there. Let's go ahead and get a goal, shall we? And it is worth noting that you can still miss, even if the goalie is asleep. If your shot goes all the way down to 0, it will actually hit the goalie and wake them up. But I was close enough right there that I didn't have to worry about that. But anyway, that's 1 goal. With that catch of 18 over there, I doubt I'm going to be able to get 10 more, but you never know, it's possible. And be gone. His endurance was already halved. Yeah. But yeah, as you can see, my team is a little bit overpowered right now. You know, I'm actually going to go ahead and pass this to Nadia. Just kind of get everybody off of Lena real quick. And everybody's broken up, so let's go ahead and give it right back to Lena. And I don't think I'll be able to make this, but let's go ahead and give it a shot. Crazier things have happened in Blitzball. At the very least, he'll probably go to sleep. Yep, there we go. It is also worth noting that I have Volley Shot 2 with Valencia right here. So had Dime, whatever this girl's name has not been here, she would have kicked that in for me. But that didn't happen, so. You. Be gone. Alright, let's make a little bit of space. Lena, what are you doing? Alright, so Lena's open now. Let's go ahead and pass it right back to her. And shoot the ball. And as you guys can see right now, literally, I can't lose Blitzball. And this is honestly real fun to me. Just being able to rack up scores and doing whatever I want to do. Like, I got these guys right here, and I already know I'm going to get this ball from this guy no matter what he tries to do. Mine. And it's halftime. Alright guys, but that's what I'm going to be doing in the second half. I'm going to be trying to get Lena's score up. I need 9 more goals. I don't think it's going to happen, but hey, weird things happen sometimes. But I will see you guys at the end of the game. Alright guys, so I was only able to get a total of 4 goals with her, bringing her up to 13, but that is alright. I do have the 2 top scorers anyway. And we won our season, so that means we get Wakkas status reels, and Valencia is the top scorer. Obtain a return sphere. Oh hey, and Shami's the top scorer. I obtained another return sphere. Very nice. Alright, so let's go ahead and back out real quick. And again, save our game, because the next overdrive that we get, that is not what I meant to do. But anyway, the next overdrive that we get is going to be Auroch Reels, which is going to be available in tournaments. And yeah, I want to make sure that secondary prize is worth it for me as well. So let's go ahead and play some Blitzball and see what we got. Alright guys, so apparently going into that 10th game, there must have been a tournament already queued. I did not realize, just excited to get my status reels. So this is my current prize list. It is an Elixir, Echo Scream, Potion, and Ether. Nothing I really want too much. I've actually reset a couple times just to make sure that this is set and it hasn't changed at all. So this is set. That's no big deal. I'll go ahead and play a couple of games in the league and be right back once the tournament starts with the Auroch Reels. But I'm going to go ahead and play through this league because top prize is a Dark Matter. Which, I mean, even though there is a lot of easier ways to get Dark Matter than to go through Blitzball tournament, I mean, it's a Dark Matter. I need a lot of them. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this one here. But I'll go ahead and be back once this tournament resets and I get the Auroch Reels. See you guys in a second. Alright guys, so we are back and tournament has decided to come back around. And the top scorer prize is actually Gamble, which, if you remember from either earlier this episode or the last episode, I forget which, is actually one of my goalie's key techniques. Now, something that I've realized is just because it's a key technique doesn't necessarily mean that she can learn it. If we come over here to her, what's it called? her abilities, we can see that she actually only has one unlearned ability right now, and it is that one right above Super Goalie, and I don't actually know what skill that is, so there actually is a chance that even with us getting the top scorer, she can't learn it. But that is neither here nor there. What we're really here for is for the Auroch reel, so let's go ahead and get going. And it looks like in our first game, we are up against the Ronso Fang. Alright, so these guys should not be difficult at all. Yeah, let's just take a look real quick. Yeah, see their goalie? Catch is only 13. So it wasn't the Ronso... Oh no, I didn't say it was Ronso Fang earlier. I said it was the Albed Sykes. So I'll go ahead and show you him a little bit later. But yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead and mark and then get into the game. Alright, so here we are in our first game of the tournament, and as seems to be the case for me, of course the opposing team gets the ball first. But this should not be an issue at all. Because, hey, guess what? That ball's mine. And now let's just go ahead and swim forward a little bit, and before we are getting attacked, oh hey, we decided to press our button a little bit too late, but our endurance is 31, her attack is 15. This should not be an issue. Let's just go ahead and get our first goal in, shall we? Yeah, you suck. Yeah, 34 versus 13. I don't think we're going to miss this. Even with this super goalie. Oh! So we did miss it, but we also were able to poison the goalie, which I guess is a good thing. Guys, I don't know if you've realized this. You probably have, because I certainly have. But every time I get a little bit overconfident in my team's ability to score, something stupid happens and I end up being over-prepared. Or overconfident, I guess is what I should say. So I am not going to just say that I'm going to get this goal, but I hope I do. Let's see what happens. There we go. That time super goalie did not kick in, so we were in the clear. Alright, so here we are with the second possession. Or I guess possession is not the right word. You know what I mean. And there's something worth noting about the Ronso Fang. For whatever reason, they seem to always have like the various levels of sphere shot, which can be kind of difficult to get. But once you know what you're doing, can be a little easy. That's actually why I keep Titus at a lower level, just so his pass is honestly abysmal, and I can very easily get the get a fumble down by my goal and trigger that sphere shot. But of course that always has to happen in the second half, not necessarily the first, because I never remembered that the Ronso Fang are going to have sphere shot level 2 or level 1 for that matter. Yeah, it's just worth being aware of. Oh, you went directly for her? You know, okay. You're not going to try to break her, so I guess that's a smart move. And Basic here loves to shoot if he ever gets close enough, but he rarely does in my games. Hey, we learned tackle slip. Very nice, very nice. Hey, he used it twice. That's not fair. Oh well, not complaining. Alright, so nice. We finally learned sphere shot and whatever that was. I forget what that was. But the tip for sphere shot is don't press the button until right after the game itself. It gives you that little audio cue. I don't know how else to explain it. If you go back, what, 10 seconds and listen to it, you'll hear that the game itself gave me a little audio cue, and then it gave another little cue that was actually me pressing the button. So just be aware of that if you're trying to learn sphere shot. And yeah. The other technique, by the way, was Spinball. I forgot the name for a second, but I have remembered, so we are good. Yeah, you're not going to put me to sleep, hon. It's not going to happen. And, goalie, you are definitely not going to catch this. I say, that's me getting overconfident again. Watch him catch this. There we go. But yeah, honestly, that one shot on goal right there that you just saw was probably the first shot on goal that opposing team has had on me in quite a while, and it was all due thanks to the fact that that guy had tackle slip. Ooh, nap pass. And I actually don't mind that this guy has the ball right now, because I actually need him to do that shot a couple more times. So I'm not even going to really overly try to get the ball. I'm just going to tackle him normally. And again. And come on, man. Give me your shot. That sounded wrong. You know what I mean, though. Alright, so he is going to shoot. I don't know if he's going to be doing the sphere shot. He is not. That is unfortunate. Oh, but it's halftime anyway. I did not realize that Spinball was a key technique for Nadia. Interesting, interesting. Alright, but now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get Titus in here and attempt to get a couple levels of, or not a couple levels, attempt to get a couple people learning, what's it called? The volley shot. And of course now for some reason it's no longer learnable. Oh no, Velucci already knows volley shot too. Titus is not a high enough level, so that's perfectly fine. There we go. I forgot that Velucci already had it, or else I would have replaced Titus for Velucci. Actually. Yeah, no, I can't. It's too late. Oh well. Let's just go ahead and get going, shall we? Hey, we got the ball. Nice. I honestly never expected to get the ball in Blitzball, like right at the beginning. But it is very nice whenever I do. And you know what? Let's go ahead and pad our lead a little bit with a nice little quarter court nap shot, shall we? That's me getting overconfident again, isn't it? Probably. Oh, maybe not. There we go. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Alright. Gazna. However you want to say your name. Yeah, unfortunately, because Titus is so low of level, he is kind of useless otherwise. Other than to get a few of the random shots. But that is okay. We have lured hopefully the right Ronso over here. So let's go ahead and pass this to Titus. And let's go ahead and pass it right back to Velucci. And she fumbles. So that was the right Ronso. He just decided not to do it that turn. I believe level 2 has a 75% chance of actually doing the volley shot. And you know what? This guy might actually be able to score on us. Oh, Shu's level is too low to learn that? Now. Ah, no. Nope. Nope. We were good. I forgot that we had so many people over there. Anyway, let's go ahead and pass this back to Titus. And then again, pass it right back to Valencia. Fumble. And here it is. Oh, and I missed it. I freaking missed it. He might have actually scored here. Yep. Not gonna lie, that is probably the first goal that anyone has scored on me since the first season. But that's alright. That's why we padded our lead, right? Let's go ahead and, you know what? Past is 19. Let's go ahead and get this guy back over here. Let's go ahead and try that again, shall we? Yeah, don't you swim away. Let's go ahead and get this back to Titus. Can't believe I missed it that time, guys. And right back to Lina. Fumble. There we go. And Shu is still too low level for that. But that time we caught the ball. Very nice. Alright guys, well that is basically game, set, and match on this. So we are good. I'll just go ahead and shoot this right now. Burn off a little bit of time. I doubt I'll burn off 30 seconds. By the way, the reason why I don't use Titus in my main team is actually, so that right there, as a perfect example, all I did was a regular shot. And because Super Goalie and Grip Gloves procced, it took that 30 seconds. Now, if Titus had tried to do that same shot from half court, like with the jack shot, it would have taken about 45 seconds to a minute and a half. I forget exactly how it's timed out. But I want to get high scores. I want to constantly be like top scorer with multiple people. And when Titus's like only shot takes 45 seconds in and of itself, that's only one person scoring, and it's not allowing everybody to shoot, which is why I normally don't actually use Titus. Jasu, how dare you? But yeah. Up next, we are going up against the Kilika Beasts, and I've already showed you that they are really no issue, so I'll go ahead and skip out until I'm about to get my prize, and I'll be right back. Well guys, I got a little bit of good news and a little bit of bad news. Good news is that I won the tournament. Bad news is I got shut out in that last game. I only needed to score 3 goals with Shami, and I would have been I would have gotten the top prize, and I would have gotten that gamble top scorer thing. But I got shut out until the final round, overtime, and so I was only able to score 1 goal, unfortunately. But that's neither here nor there. I of course came in first, so I do get the Orok reels. I just unfortunately don't get the gamble. And now, so our next prize is actually going to be back in the league setting, which is going to be, I want to say it's the Jupiter Sigil for Wakka. And now, here's something that you can do. I'm not going to. I saved my game so that I could at least show you guys what it is. But I'm not going to go through with this. So let's go ahead and register to play real quick. And as you can see, I am mid-turn or mid-league right now. My prize is still the dark matter in that return sphere. But that means I need to go through this whole league and then another league just to get that piece for Wakka. Those of you that don't like Blitzball, something that you can do, I do not recommend this, though I have done it in the past, is reset your data. Alright, doing so will go ahead and it'll reset the league, which will make the Jupiter Sigil available to us right now as we stand. But another thing that it does is it completely resets all Blitzball data. So as you can see, I now have Titus. I have the original Besaid Aurochs. And not only that, but they are all at their initial level. They're all at level 1. So this completely resets everything. Like, we could be at level 99 with the best team possible, reset our data, and we will we'll be back at level 1 and have to deal with all of that, leveling up again, collecting all of our techniques and all of that. Now, if your guys' teams consist of people that are easily accessible at this point in the game, and you really don't want to go through a whole nother league just to get access to the league that has a Jupiter Sigil, and you do decide to reset your data, luckily a lot of the best players, a lot of really good players are still available to you. For instance, right here we have Shami, which, as you guys have seen, is a great player. And then running on over here, back to where we initially got the cutscene where we were looking for Orin. Over here we have Shu again, and again, great defender. We can go back to the Calm Lands and get Nadia, another great defender. We could go back to the Moonflow, get our goalie. So we can almost rebuild our team right now from this point. Only problem is I need Velucia, and even though this looks like her right here, that is not. That is that's a copycat. That's a look-like. Velucia is in Besaid. I cannot currently go back to Besaid because I cannot currently defeat Dark Valfor. So that's one problem. Another problem is one of my other players is currently at Makalania Temple. And if you remember in the playthrough, she is right at the beginning of Makalania Temple when we go there the first time. The problem is, if we were to go back there now, she's actually inside the temple. So in order to get to her, we would need to take on Dark Shiva. Again, we are nowhere near strong enough to take on Dark Shiva. So this option is unavailable for me and the team that I like to have at this point. But if you guys don't want to play too much more Blitzball, if you're getting sick of it, this, that, or the other thing, this is an option. And like I said, I've done it before. It is doable, but it's just not what I'm going to be doing right now. I'm going to go ahead and reset my game, make it through this next league, and then I will be back once I am winning the Jupiter Sigil. So I will see you guys momentarily. Alright everyone, so we are back for our final game of Blitzball. This is going to be the 10th game, and even if I were to lose this game, there ain't no way I'm going to lose this season. So yeah, we have the Jupiter Sigil in the bag. But let's just go ahead and get going, get that sigil, and move on with this LP, shall we? Alright, so I don't know why every team has decided to do this in this final season, but almost every team at this point, their goalie is using a skill called High Risk for at least one half of the game. And what high risk does is it halves all of your stats in exchange for doubling the experience that you get. Nimruk is currently not using it, but I've seen him use it in this season already. So if and when the opponent or the opposing team does that, it makes it so much easier to score. Because as you just saw, however you want to say his name, his catch right there was, I believe it was 22 before Super Goalie hit. So that brings his catching down to 11. And at this point, like, all three of my shooters, like their shot is so much further above 11. Like Shami right here, her shot is just a base 34. And if I were to use Venom Shot 3 right here, it brings me up to a 41. And I mean, there is quite literally no way I can't score like this late into the season. I mean, all of my team, at least the main people on my team, are between levels 37 and 40. I believe Shami is 40, Velucia is 37, and I believe Lina is 38 or 39. And those are my top three scorers. And honestly, as you can see, they have the ball for about 30 seconds. And then I have the ball, well, not even 30 seconds, about 5 seconds. Then I get the ball and I have absolutely no issue scoring. So, yeah. I'm probably going to lose the ball here, but that's no issue. I already have 2 goals and we're only a minute 34 into the game. And they might score once or twice. We've hit a point where the opposing team's shot is going up a little bit faster than my goalie's catch is, but they get to my goalies like so infrequently that it's honestly not even like really an issue. Like now, let's just go ahead and give this ball to Lina and have her score. And if she doesn't score, at least Nimruk is going to be asleep. But her shot with Snapshot 3 is 42. So the chances of him actually stopping this ball is so low. And look at that, 3 goals, and we're not even at 2 minutes and 15 seconds. And now Mep here gets the ball. He's going to go for Lina this time. And he made the wise choice of deciding to go just for Lina and actually passing it. But because Lina's block is so high, we got right past it, no issue. And now there is no way I can break through all of these guys. So let's just let them take the ball. That's my sister's cat in the background if you heard that. My apologies. She's probably yelling at herself in the mirror again. But anyway, as you can see, final season of Blitzball is really no issue. I will show you guys a tactic here the next time I get the ball, which actually is probably going to be about right now. Let's go ahead and see if we can't put him to sleep. No, we couldn't, but that is alright. So let's go ahead and get over here so that we can safely pass the ball away. Let's go ahead and pass it to Shu over there. And this tactic I rarely, if ever, use, but it is a tactic that you can use if you want. Go ahead and get the ball and then just swim back here behind your goalie. And if you take a look at the map, the opposing team literally ignores you. But this can be a little boring, especially if you're sitting here for 5 minutes. What I've done in the past while doing this tactic is use this as a way to get my 2 backfielders, get them to level up. just pass the ball back and forth between these two. Because if you don't do this, then you're literally just, yeah, it's going to go by faster, but nobody's gaining experience. But if you're at least passing back and forth and remembering to use like your little special technique passes, these two at the very least are going to be gaining experience and possibly leveling up by the end of the match. We got 9 seconds left. Let's just go ahead and do this a couple more times. And yeah, as you can see, literally no issue here. And I'll see you guys after the game. Alright guys, you know what? Figured I'd bring you guys back in for a second just to show you what I was talking about with high risk. If we take a look over here at Nimruk's abilities, or his, what do you want to call it, his stats, we can see that his catch in the first half was 23. It is now currently 11. So with that being said, he is obviously using high risk. And let's see if he has Super Goalie on and if it will activate here. Because even if he has Super Goalie, even from a half sphere shot, he's not catching that. So now at this point, I literally use this time to just kind of shoot like crazy and get as many goals as I can. Just level up my team as much as possible. And quite literally every team I've gone up against in this second, or in this last, what's it called? This last season, this last league, their goalies have been using, I've been using this at least once a game. So it is apparently, at least for me, very common for them to be using high risk, and it is a very easy way to level up your team if you need to. But yeah, I'll go ahead and cut off the rest of this match and see you at the end. Alright guys, so game over, and as you can see, I got to mop the floor with Albert Sykes. That is honestly completely normal for me. I generally score between 7 and 11 goals a game now in this final season. So Blitzball, once you have the right team, once you know what you're doing, isn't hard. At the very least, if you guys are having difficulty, I definitely do recommend you at the very least get Shami and Lena. And yeah, if you do that, then chances are you're not going to have any difficulties. But as you can see here, I accidentally hit my button. Perfect season, and there was no one even close to us in the scoring category. Shami up there had 36, Lynn had 26, Valencia had 18, and then the next closest person had 10. So scoring was not an issue. And we have ended in first place. Very nice, very nice. Please accept this prize. It is the Jupiter Sigil. Shami is the top scorer. Please accept this return sphere. And yeah, we have played 51 games of Blitzball, and we won all 51 of them. But yeah, let's go ahead and I guess I don't plan on playing any more Blitzball, but let's go ahead and re-sign our team to a 1 game each just in case. Yeah, Shami right here, she only wants 190 gil, and she is my favorite shooter. Nadia here is one of my favorite defenders. She wants 340 gil. Shu is a really good defender. She didn't really get used all that much in this time around because everybody ended up going for Nadia, but she only wants 80 gil a game. Mayu, great goalie, only wants 200 gil a game. And for those of you wondering why I hired Brother and never used him, I literally hired him just so other teams would not hire him. So if you ask me, that is a great way to use Brother. He is a very good player, and he, when he gets used, is very difficult to play against. So I figure instead of actually having to play against him. Hire him, don't use him. And as you can see here, let's see. I started playing Blitzball, what would that be? 4 days ago? 3 days ago? However you want to say that. Actually, I guess this one will probably be the better. I had the opportunity to play Blitzball about a week ago. And it has only taken me 15 hours, if that, to get all the stuff I need. And that's with me leaving my console on, or leaving my computer on in this case. So it doesn't take long, and it's honestly relatively simple. But anyway, now that we have the Jupiter sigil, let's go ahead and head back into the Besaid Aurochs locker room. If for whatever reason you want to hire any of the Aurochs back, this is where all of them are except for Wakka. You can indeed get Wakka back on your team. He is up in the airship, of course. And, hey Keepa, have you been hired by anyone? You have not been hired by anyone because you suck. Yeah. And you have no abilities. No, I don't want to sign this player. But anyway, the real reason why we came here is right here is our Jupiter Crest in the second to last locker. And to the best of my remembrance, that does not actually spawn there until you have acquired the airship. Alright, now we have the crest, we have the sigil, but we need the weapon. And the weapon in and of itself is going to be back in the bar where Shu is currently. And please, for the love of God, hire this girl. She is so good. But anyway, let's get going. Alright, so here we are back in the bar, and now in order to get the weapon that we need to go ahead and talk to this barkeep back here. Hey there, star player. You have it, right? Let me see it for a second. Use the celestial mirror, of course. And Walker comes running in. Amazing! I can say that I'm honored to hand over the family heirloom. And there it is. That is the world champion. Obtain the world champion. Our ancestors received this artifact from Lord High Summoner O'Holland. Please use it with care. And there we get our trophy for obtaining all of the celestial weapons. But you know that's not good enough for me, so let's go power this bad boy up, shall we? I'll meet you guys at the Celestial Spore for the last time in this playthrough. Alright guys, now here we are back at the Celestial Spore for the final time. So let's go ahead and power up that weapon for Wakka, shall we? First you must offer the crest, which is the one that we got from the locker. So let's go ahead and get that. And for those of you wondering, I believe you need to be able to win at least 10 games before you could even get the world champion here. And if for whatever reason you can't get the Jupiter sigil, and all you're able to do is get the weapon and the crest, you'll have this no AP and double overdrive for the world champion, which, I mean, nobody wants that. I will be showing you a customized weapon for Wakka here a little bit later, if you don't want to play Blitzball, but I definitely recommend playing it at least until you get attack reels, because that is going to be our main bread and butter for a lot of stuff we do here coming up. But let's go ahead and finish leveling this guy up. And the weapon has obtained its maximum power. You have no idea, game. Actually, I'm sure you do, but you know what I mean, guys. And no, we don't have any more weapons to give you, because that is all of our celestial weapons. And now the world champs here. Break damage limit, triple overdrive, double AP, evade and counter. Does that sound familiar to anyone else? That's because it is the same stuff here on Kimahri's Spirit Lance. Why they did this, I have no idea. They are the only two that are actually the same. But yeah. Good weapon. It is very useful, and we're going to be killing a lot of super bosses with it. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for this episode. In the next episode, we actually start our trek inside Sin. So I will see you guys there. But until then, this is Fam52 signing out, and peace out.